So here's a picture of Rabbi Mimran. Get a little bit more light on it, on the back cover. So bring it down because I've got a lot of glare issues and I really don't know how to handle it. Just trying to keep the light as low as possible. Read off the screen. This is a really fantastic piece of Torah here from Rabbi Mimran. He has a way of creating words and thoughts and bringing things together. He says, the world to come. That's the title of this. He says, ponder the ways of Hashem and his wonders and anything else he is able to grasp of him. This is what a person needs to do. I don't think that's particularly easy. So now, if a person can ponder the ways of Hashem, just take a moment. Look at your life and see what's been going on. Now, when he meditates on this, it will bring him immense pleasure, as his perception will become perfected. This, in turn, will drive his mind to have an intense longing to follow Hashem's commandments, since his mind will not choose to follow desirable things and then flee from lowly ones. I think what he's saying to me and what I hear out of this is that I'm always bound by my emotions. So is just about everybody. But it's possible to be able to watch your emotions and get to a third person kind of situation with yourself. This is what I see things to be saying. I'm trying to internalize this. So now he has this phrase, the watcher of the mind. That watcher of the mind is your neshama. Will receive a deeper and wider significance of the person's purpose in life. When this is practiced, being the watcher or the witness, and he's got two words there. One is to watch, the other one is to witness what's going on. One finds oneself withdrawing consciousness from negative, repetitive thought patterns that have been troubling him for years. I could tell you some things I could go around and around and around with. Consequently, the watcher, which is pure consciousness beyond form, it's just watching, becomes stronger. And the mental formations of thought and their hold on him become weaker. That thought that keeps going around and around, that hate, that anger that you had at one time. Or when we talk about watching the mind, now he has this concept about talking the mind, watching the mind. We are personalizing an event that is truly of cosmic significance. Now, let me read this again because it seems like he says, when we talk about watching the mind, he says the process of watching the mind has cosmic significance. It means that it rises beyond the physical plane. That's what he means. Let's get back. Let me see if I can get this lined up. He says, where is this? There you. Through you. You personally, or me. The totality of all soul consciousness is awakening out of identification with form and withdrawing from form. Now, I'm not sure that I understood that. It says, through you, the totality of all soul consciousness. Okay, that is the consciousness of the higher level, the watcher, is awakening, is being more aroused out of identification from the situation where he was identifying with form and withdrawing from form. Form means that I am this because this is the way I feel. This is what I like to look like. This is this, all these is chitzonius. This foreshadows, but is already part, an event that is probably still in the near future as far as chronological time is concerned. Now, another really disjointed idea. What is he talking about? He says your ability to be able to watch what is going on in your world, the becoming a watcher, it is, he says it foreshadows. In other words, it's a preview of something that's going to happen in your near future. That's as far as chronological time is concerned. He means, I'm not sure what that meant. The event is called Olam Haba. The event is what? Reaching beyond this world, the world to come, which will be the end of the natural world. The physical world as we know it will stop, but the beginning of a new spiritual world, a world which is on a higher level, as is known. This will be ushered in by God's messenger, the Mashiach, as it mentioned countless times in the Torah. So he says, when consciousness frees itself from its identification with physical and mental forms. I must live forever. My body needs to live forever. I have to be careful and protect it and just keep going around and round and round on that one. It becomes what we may call pure awakened consciousness, or pure soul energy. Even though this very real and powerful state of being in its fullness has only been achieved by a minor amount of our population. And I mean, this thought that he's bringing here is like, so I'm around people who learn Torah all the time. This is tremendous, tremendous thought. It's only known by a very small percentage of people how to be able to look at yourself in the world. And the majority of people are still in the grip of their egoic mode of consciousness that the way I feel is who I am and I have to make decisions that way. That most people are still identified with and run by their mind. Nevertheless, this state of being, which leads to total attachment to God, will be the norm in the future, as explained earlier. Let's read his little blurb. He says, when consciousness frees itself from its identification with physical and mental forms, it becomes what we may call pure awakened consciousness or pure soul energy. Wow. I'm going to read it again. Consciousness. Really, we talk about expanded consciousness. Well, that's what it is. It's expanding to your consciousness. Frees itself from its identification with physical and mental forms. And therefore, he is dressed in this way, so therefore he is, therefore I am, and therefore all the physical things. It becomes what we may call pure awakened consciousness. That's when you free yourself from those traps and look at them instead. Awakened consciousness or pure soul energy. That's it. This Baruch Fleischman for the Tikkun Elevator. Kolel, and this is the, I think it's like nearly the 40th shir in Rabbi Mimran's book. Let me get that picture over here. The Ultimate Connection with God. 7-Step Guide to Jewish Spirituality. Wowee. Thank you.